Hello students. So this is our video number part 6. So here we are going to discuss about the line spectrum for hydrogen. Okay. So how we could see the spectrum for hydrogen. So whenever the hydrogen gas is taken in a discharge tube at a very low pressure, okay, at a very low pressure, and then electric discharge is passed through it at a very high voltage, or electricity is conducted through the discharge tube at a very high voltage. So then what will happen here? So then the gas, it will be excited, the gaseous atoms, it will be excited and it will start glowing and it will start emitting the radiations. Okay, it will start emitting light. So now the emitting radiation or the emission spectrum that we could get here by passing the emitting light through a spectrometer. That means by passing it first through a prism and then observing the pattern on the photographic plate and by analyzing the spectrograph. So what are the observations that we could see here by analyzing the spectrograph for hydrogen? So first of all, point number 1, here we could see a spectrum where some bright lines are obtained which are separated by some dark spaces, from where we can conclude that it is the example of line spectrum or discontinuous spectrum, and that is also called atomic spectrum. Clear? So this is a line spectrum, and here the bright colored lines that are obtained in 3 regions, what are they? That are UV region, after that visible region, and in infrared region. Okay, so the bright lines will be found in 3 different regions: UV or ultraviolet, visible and infrared. So only we could see the visible region here. So by observing the visible region, scientist Balmer, he has observed 4 bright colored lines in it, and those 4 bright colored lines are named as the 4 bright colored lines which are found in the visible region. These are named as H alpha, H beta, H gamma and H delta. H alpha, H beta, H gamma and H delta. So 4 lines, they are having their distinct color. H alpha is having the color red. H beta is having the color bluish green. H gamma, it is having the color blue, and H delta, it is having the color violet. That means these 4 colored lights are in the order of Vivier, right? Violet, blue, bluish green and then red. So Balmer first observed these 4 lines, okay? And these 4 distinct lines that are observed clearly in the visible region, that could be designated by this also. For H alpha, the principal quantum number n is denoted as 1. For H beta, it is denoted as 2. For blue color, it is denoted as 3, and for violet, it is denoted as 4. Okay. So next here, principal quantum number was not designated at that time. later it was designated. Okay, so next after that Balmer tried to calculate the wavelengths of these four distinct lines. Okay, Balmer tried to calculate the wavelength of these four distinct lines, and for this reason he used Rydberg's equation. According to the equation, the wavelength is lambda is equal to, sorry, not lambda, wave number nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda is equal to capital R into 1 by, here it will be 2 square minus 1 by n square. So nu bar means what? Nu bar means wave number, lambda means wavelength, R means Rydberg constant, because this equation was discovered by scientist Rydberg. So as per his name, this constant is named as Rydberg constant, and it has a value R is equals to 109678. Okay, this is the value of Rydberg constant. So now here so what is the value of n will be? So n is the principal quantum number. So when for the first colored light, that is red color, for the first colored light, this value should always be greater than the previous value. The previous value is 2, so the value of n should be greater than 2 for this four colored lines. So for red colored line, the value of n should be 3. Okay, the value of n should be 3. For the next one, that is bluish green color, for this n should be 4. For the blue colored line, for this n should be 5, and for the violet colored line, here n should be 6. So if we put this value here, n is equals to 3, then we will get the wavelength for the red colored line. If we put here 4, then we will get the wavelength for the bluish green colored line, and so on. So by this way, from here, by putting the value of R and by putting these values, we could get the wavelengths of these four colored lines. So only the visible region that was discovered by scientist Balmer. Okay, the wavelengths of the lights obtained in the visible region was the wavelengths of the light that was observed in the visible region. Okay, Balmer just gave the wavelength relation, this relation for these visible region lights. But still then, the UV region and the infrared region, these two regions that we could not see, but these also contain various wavelengths, right? So these two were discovered by another scientists, and according to their name, those regions were named. Okay, so here we will see different regions as per the name of the discoverer, and all the wavelength values are obtained by using the Rydberg equation. So first let's discuss about the Rydberg equation, that is nu bar is equals to 1 by lambda, okay, 1 by lambda 109678, that is the value of Rydberg constant, 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. So this is actually the quantum level, the quanta levels or the energy levels. N1 is the lower energy level and N2 is the higher energy level. Okay, N1 is the lower energy level, N2 is the higher energy level. So here N2 must be greater than 1. N2 must be greater than 1. So by putting these values, by putting different principal quantum numbers by putting different quanta levels, we could get the value of the wavelength or the value of the wave number for different radiations. Okay. Actually, radiations are obtained whenever the electron that transfers from one level to another level, right? Whenever the electron goes from one level to another level, at that time it emits or it absorbs the energy, and due to the absorption or emission of energy, we could see this type of lines or this type of radiations. So the radiations, the wavelength of those radiations, that could be obtained if we know the value of the two energy level, if we know the quanta value, the quantum number of those two energy levels. Suppose whenever it is coming from N2 level to N1 level, so then the wavelength of the radiation will be lambda. Now just we are coming to the implication of this. So the first region is ultraviolet region. Okay, ultraviolet region, as we have discussed that the spectrum for the hydrogen, it has three region. It has ultraviolet region first, after that visible region, and after that it has infrared region. Okay, UV region, in the middle visible, and then on the right it has infrared region. So we could only see the visible region, we could only see the lines in the visible region, but we could not observe the UV and the infrared region. So these regions, these are observed by another discoverers, by another scientists, and as per their name, these are named. For example, UV region, it was discovered by the scientist Lyman, and according to his name, it is known as, the lines obtained here are known as Lyman series. Lyman, Lyman series. Yes. So next, so in Lyman series, so what is the value of wavelength by Rydberg equation? 1 by lambda 109,678. This one is in centimeter inverse. Okay, into 1 by, for the value for N1, it will be 1, because whenever the lights are coming to the first level, to the first energy level or to the ground level, then they are showing the lines in the UV region. So 1 by 1 square minus 1 by N square. Okay, so the value of N1 is 1 here, and N2 could be N, where N should be greater than 1. That means it can have the value 2, 3, 4, 5, dot dot, etc. Okay, so this is for the UV region. Next one, number 2, that is visible region. Visible region was observed by Balmer. So it is known as Balmer series, and here the value of lambda is 1 by lambda 109,678 centimeter inverse, and within bracket there will be, so for the first level it was under UV region known as Lyman series. The second level, the second quantized level, that is N is equal to 2, N1 is equal to 2, so here it will be 1 by 2 square minus 1 by N square, where N could be greater than 2, that means N will be 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Clear? Next one, number 3, that is infrared. Infrared, so here it will be Paschen. Next, infrared region that was observed by Paschen, so this is called Paschen series. So here the value of wavelength is 1 by lambda 109,678, the same formula. Here it will be 3 square minus 1 by N square. Okay, 1 by 3 square minus 1 by N square, where N will be 4, 5, 6 and so on. So by this way we will get total 6 series. First one is Lyman, second one Balmer, third one Paschen, fourth one will be bracket Okay, fifth one is Pfund, and sixth one is Humphreys. So total 6 series are there. One is Lehman, second one is Balmer, okay, third one is Paschen, fourth one is Brackett, fifth one is Pfund, and sixth one is Humphreys. Okay, so L, BP, BP, H. The formula to remember this is L, BP, BP means B, blood pressure. Okay, blood pressure. L, BP, BP, H. Okay, so L for Lehman, B for Balmer, P for Paschen, B for again Brackett, P for Pfund, and the last one H for Humphreys, and the formulas of their wavelengths will be carried on like this. Okay, for the first one N1 is equal to 1, for the second one N1 is equal to 2, for the third one N1 is equal to 3, for the fourth one N1 will be 4, for the fifth one N1 is 5, and for the sixth one N1 is 6, and N2 will be greater than this one. Okay, N2 will be greater than this one. So by this way we can calculate all the wavelengths for this respective series. So this is actually the total line spectrum for the hydrogen, where we could get all the wavelengths for all the lines, whether it is in the UV region, whether it is in the visible region, or it is in the infrared region. Okay, and the last three are in the infrared region. Clear? So Lehman is in the UV region, in the first region Lehman. The second region is for visible only, and all the respective four are in the infrared region. Okay, so this is the line spectrum. So in our next class we will discuss about Bohr's atomic model. Okay, so all of you have to remember this one, and you have to write these things in your copy. I think all of you have understood this properly. So our class is over here. Thank you everyone for watching my video. I hope all of you have understood this well. So we will meet in our next class. Thank you.